We're live. Do I have to wear these?
You don't have to wear them.
Nice. Game changer. Okay, so welcome to Bicker and Chill.
Bicker and Chill.
The name of our podcast. He's Javi. I'm Ashley. Together, Bicker and Chill.
Wow, you say name of show.
So today, I think we're going to talk about Stephen King. Have you heard of him? Are you familiar?
Movies.
Movies.
In general.
Short stories. Okay. Twitter. He's tweeting all the time.
Really?
Yeah, he's been tweeting a lot lately.
Wow.
Like news and stuff. Like, yeah.
Holy crap.
Up with the no,
Tim Curry has lost his freaking mind.
Sure.
Okay, so Stephen King.
Stephen King.
He has written at least 95 books, which is like, how do you even write 95 books? Like, he's 73 right now, so that's more than a book a year. Isn't that crazy? Like, I'm lucky to read a book in a year, usually.
Right.
So I feel like that's really impressive that he has like 95 stories. I feel like I have 2 good stories.
Did they ever say how he gets his inspiration? Is he one of the dreamer kind of people where, like, he comes up with it in his sleep?
Yeah, I should have looked that up. That would have been good.
Yeah.
No, I'll look that up later.
Well, that's fine. I just wondered, it just popped in my head wondering.
No, that's a good idea.
How does he get his inspiration to...
Because I feel like I have a lot of good dreams that are kind of scary. That would be good.
Yeah.
I'm always like, one time I had a dream and then I woke up and I started writing it down because I was like, this is amazing. And I was writing it down and I realized, wait, this is Highlander. Like, I dreamt Highlander. I was so disappointed.
Got it.
But that would have been cool, right?
Up until what point were you realizing that this was Highlander?
When there was like only one, and then you had to cut off their head, and then when
you cut off their head, you get their power.
When Christopher Lambert entered, I was just like, wait a minute. That's his name, right?
No, I think it's Lambert.
Yeah, Christopher Lambert.
Oh.
Lambert. Sorry, I said
You said
French
Lambert.
pronunciation.
Yeah,
I think because he's French, right?
I have no idea. In my head, I hear it as Lambert. So I've heard it that way before. Anyways, I like that actor, though.
From Americans.
I like that actor. He's a good actor.
I like him, too.
Yeah.
So he's written at least 95 books, published 63,
Yeah.
and written over 200 short stories.
So on top of the books, he's even written 200 additional stories. Short stories, but stories.
Well, some of the short stories have been compiled into kind of like like a book of short stories.
Yeah.
And then those are published. So that's probably part of the 63
we should write them and
novels.
have them on our next episode. Because we're that famous.
Yes. It doesn't hurt to try. Like when we tweeted at Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
And that went nowhere.
Fuck that guy.
Let's go.
Anyways, I'm a Bruce Campbell fan. I like his movies. I'm just saying, fuck that guy.
Do you want to say why?
Say that for our next episode.
Okay.
For now, let's go back to...
We have reasons.
Mr. King.
We feel wronged.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stephen King.
Stephen King.
So, yeah. His best-selling books. His first one was Carrie. And I think it's interesting that's
his first book?
That was his first published book.
Oh, published book.
So,
that's
still really impressive. And that's still, to this day, his #1 best-selling book.
Yeah.
From the Google
That's insane.
thing that I did earlier. Yeah.
Wow.
Right? Like, it came out with a bang.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So Carrie, Salem's Lot is the second. These aren't in chronological order. These are in the best-selling order. So his best-selling books.
Is Christine in there?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I only did up to 10. I'm sure it's somewhere on the list, but yeah.
I think I've only read one of his books, and I can't even remember which one. But in my whole entire lifetime, just one book. Everything else, I've seen the movie.
I actually bought The Stand a couple weeks ago. I haven't started it yet because I was reading another book.
Well, how many books have you read? His books.
Of his? I tried to read it when I was little,
right.
but I didn't get very far because I was
Let me just
little.
say the question again. How many books have you read from Stephen King?
minus trying, 0.
So when I said 1 and you just laughed at me like, oh my god, he only read 1, guys. Can you believe it?
I read part of 1.
Yeah, I can't even remember which one it was. It was so long ago. I think it was like in middle school.
What was it about?
How
did it make you feel? Scared?
No, it was actually very exciting and interesting. It made me want to keep, it was a page turner.
Well, that's why he's
No,
such a famous,
yeah.
well-renowned author.
Yeah, no, I get
so
that.
it's his good book. Let me think. That narrows it down.
I wasn't trying to narrow it down. I was just saying that's how it made me feel.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you should figure it out.
I should.
Then read it again.
Yeah, I should.
So yeah, Carrie, Salem's Lot, The Shining, The Stand, Pet Cemetery, It,
Pet
and
Sematary.
Misery. Those
Pet
are
Sematary was a really good one.
I mean, all of these are really good ones.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know all of the other ones. His net worth is estimated at $400 million. Just from doing this. I do this all day. I'm not even close to 1 million.
I don't think that's the same. You're not hitting the same buttons.
He's hitting different keys. I need to start hitting the keys that he's hitting. I see what you're
I think
saying.
that's called plagiarism.
My-
I don't think that works.
Like, wait a minute, that's not how that works.
Yeah,
I just do this on my typewriter.
I think your ideas are flawed.
Whatever, I almost wrote Highlander.
I wanted to write a zombie movie featuring all the kids, like the nieces and nephews.
Your nieces and nephews?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they'll be all, your nieces and nephews.
Well, you said featuring all of the kids, the nieces and nephews. I don't know
Yeah.
if that was like
Code-
all of the
code
kids
word.
from Stephen King books.
What?
They all, because a lot of them died. So maybe they're zombie.
No,
Bill Georgie's a zombie.
I meant the,
Yours.
Nieces
The ones
and
we know.
nephews,
You
right.
don't know them.
right.
Well, actually, you probably do know them because our viewers are all our friends and family.
Yes.
So, okay.
So
just gonna
anyways,
take a little sip.
yeah, I wouldn't mind to have written something. I think that'd be funny. And
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You can do that after this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The other thing which he tweeted, which I don't know if you saw it, was that,
I didn't even know he tweets.
well,
Go
yeah,
on.
he wants to write a book. Well, he's not going to, but he says the best book he's never written is the first-person narrative of Jason Voorhees.
Ooh.
Right? Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah.
Like the first
I'm
person.
trying to imagine like
and
how it would go though.
he said he wants to write about the hellish fate of being killed over and over again. Which
so,
can you?
So
it's
not
like
an origin story.
no, it's
more
just
of a,
well, maybe I don't know, but
from like maybe the first movie.
yeah,
His perspective or point of view.
where he's just like angry and kills people and then he dies and he's
What
like,
if he's
ah!
like the good guy and that's his property and all these kids keep going onto his property doing
Yeah.
drugs?
I mean,
having sex, and he's like, you damn kids.
Then he's in the legal right to kill them, right?
They're on his property.
Because I know if someone's on your property, you can shoot them, but if you like
Yeah.
torture them and stab them and stuff, is that still legal? I need to consult a lawyer
I
here.
don't know. That's actually the shirt. I'm
Probably
wearing.
not. Oh my gosh, okay.
Crystal Lake shirt.
I didn't even realize that when I saw you wearing that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Jason Voorhees.
That's perfect.
Now, did he say when he would write it or when he's thinking about releasing
No,
it?
he
or-
said it's the best he's never written because he said even just thinking about the legal like loopholes he would have to do to get permission to do that, which I feel like him. I don't know who owns
That's what I was going to
Friday the 13th,
Yeah.
but I feel like if I did, I'd be like, do it.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
how many movies have they made? You know they're wanting to milk every avenue, and this guy's...
Yeah,
know,
you're kind of almost
deal.
guaranteed a hit here.
Yeah.
At least more. I don't know who owns that. That's
Especially
another.
since, when's the last time
good
he came
one.
out with a movie from his book?
Oh my. Oh, who? Stephen King?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Sleep?
Oh, okay, yeah. That's true.
Like.
I wasn't thinking that. I mean, I would have thought The Shining versus...
And
that,
the new
but
It, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the remake.
Yeah.
I think there was. I don't remember. There might be something else. There's some on like Netflix and Amazon that I've seen that I think were his, but
Got it.
they weren't like blown up ones, at the theater blockbusters.
Mm-hmm.
So then that kind of segues into the next thing I was going to talk about, which was Stephen King recommendations. He has 16 horror movies on Netflix that he thinks that everyone should watch. Or that people should just watch. Not everyone. You don't have to. He's not the boss of you.
Tell me what to do, Stephen King.
I don't know. Stephen King was like, hey, Ashley, watch this movie. I'd be like, okay.
Well, he is.
You
He's
make the
showed
popcorn.
16.
Well, yeah, but I want to watch
You
it
mean
with me.
personally?
Okay, so the number
well, they're
one.
not 16 of his movies. There's
No.
just 16 movies
Yeah.
in general.
Just movies and TV shows that are
out
on
of
Netflix that
yeah.
he enjoyed. And he's tweeting these. That's where this list came
Yeah.
from, is he's like,
So
hey,
he's just
check
at
this
home
out, check
watching
this out.
Netflix. He's Netflixing and chilling.
Literally what everybody in
See?
the world is
And
doing
then
right
if we
now.
introduce him to our channel, he can bicker and chill also. And then we can have him on.
Bicker and Netflix and chill. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we are talking about him this whole episode. Okay, so the first one is Hush, which we actually saw a couple days ago,
Yes.
which was
Oh, yeah,
really,
no.
really good, right?
I like that one.
Yeah.
That was really good.
It's about a deaf woman who's stalked by a masked killer at her remote home. Stephen King said that it's up there with Halloween, which is really good praise, I guess, because he was wearing that white mask in the beginning.
Wait. What was this one called again?
Hush.
Oh, no, that's not the one I was thinking about.
Which one are you thinking about?
That one was just okay.
What? That one was so good.
What's the one where the girl wakes up and she's in the middle of a field kind of thing, and there's several other people that are in the field? And
We've already talked about that movie on this podcast, The Hunt.
Okay, The Hunt.
And that's not on Netflix. That's a new release.
Okay, I totally understand. But that's what I thought of when you read The Hush.
Oh,
Or
okay.
The Hush. Anyways, that one is just okay. I liked it.
This one was
but,
good.
Yeah. There's a lot of points, though, in that movie that made me just say, just kill her. Kill the girl already. For her.
That's because you side with the killer and you hate women. Even though she doesn't even talk, which you should like her.
Yeah, she can't hear either.
Yeah.
So I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, y'all be perfect for each other.
Definitely. But that's not
You
the
should
point.
want her alive.
My point was the guy trying to kill the girl. The
Yeah.
guy made a lot of stupid mistakes, and I feel like she
Well.
made a lot of stupid mistakes, which I think in the scheme of things is supposed to make you feel
Because in the end,
that
people
anxiety,
are people.
like, hurry up and get in, like, why did you fall down? I understand, but there's certain times where I'm like, come on, man, really? Just kill the goddamn girl. Anyways, Hush.
So Hush,
Next
and
one.
I thought it was cool because it's actually stars Kate Siegel, and she's also in House of Haunted Hill, and
She
she
related to Steven Seagal?
that's Seagal, no, it's Siegel, and where am I? And it's directed by Mike Flanagan, which he also did Gerald's Game and Doctor Sleep.
I
So
don't think
that
I've
was
seen
pretty
Gerald's
cool.
Game before.
We have seen that. That's the one. It's a Stephen King one where the guy handcuffs his wife to the bed, and then he ends up dying, and she's
yeah.
trapped there and can't get out. And
Yeah.
it's like, what do you do?
Okay, that
Kinda
one
thing.
was that one was pretty good.
And that's a Stephen King one too.
Yeah.
The next one is Bird Box, which I think everybody's seen, so we don't really have to talk about that.
I didn't really like it.
It was okay.
That means you
The
didn't
one
like
with
it
Sandra
either.
Bullock, when
Yeah.
you know there's the
Also, feel free to
people,
comment on any
birds.
of these movies. We're gonna have them listed on the bottom, and see
I
how many
am. I'm
votes,
doing all that.
See how many votes we get.
Yeah, let's vote. Which
see
one's the best?
Which one's the best out of these?
I'll make a bar graph. I was gonna say pie chart. Bar graph.
Got it.
Okay, the next one's Marianne, and that's a French series, which I have not seen yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I would like to, but I haven't seen it because we have a 3-year-old and she doesn't let me watch anything where I have to also read and concentrate. So I can only watch stuff that, you know, I can listen to. But the premise is a famous horror writer returns to her own hometown only to find that an ominous figure from her nightmares is loose in the real world.
Mm.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I
It's
guess.
kind of like when that Freddy Krueger movie where he was real, remember? It was like the actress who was in Nightmare on Elm Street, the
Mhm.
first one, and then she is like the actress and she goes home, and then
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger's coming
I
to
think that's
life.
Part 5, I think.
Ah, yes, part 5.
Oh yes.
Ah, yes. The next one is Designated Survivor, which we also have not seen. And it's a political thriller, and it stars Kiefer Sutherland. So it looks like a Scary 24. Like, I saw 24. Did you see 24? 24 is pretty good, too. So this one's probably good. The next one is L'Amante, which I haven't seen. The next one is Caliber, but it's spelled Calibri, which is how Caliber is spelled, actually. But he said it's got a Hitchcock vibe with a little bit of The Wicker Man.
I've seen The Wicker Man. I thought I saw The Wicker Man and didn't like it.
Well, that's a Stephen King one.
I didn't like it, that one.
Bro, we want him to hang out with us.
Oh, I mean, that one, it was up there.
The next one's number 7, Mindhunter. He says he strongly recommends. There's a jaw-dropping moment in the first episode, but other than that, there's very little gore. Still have not seen that one. The next one is Fauda, F-A-U-D-A. Fauda!
Sure.
I don't know what that is. It's an Israeli thriller. The next one's Dracula.
Is that the one we saw?
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
That one was pretty good. And it's courtesy of the BBC. And it's from the guys who did Sherlock. Which, we love Sherlock. That was really good.
Yeah, Sherlock was good too. But no, I like the Dracula because it did kind of...
It was so short that I wish it were longer. But yeah.
Yeah. It kind of went with the Bram Stoker-ish kind of genre and legacy, which was pretty cool. But then they did their own little twist to it. And
yeah, I was not expecting the twist. The
made it a little bit better on some of them.
Second episode twist.
Yeah.
The next one is Money Heist, which I actually have seen. It's a heist caper. It's in Spanish. And basically they're robbing the Royal Mint, Spain's Royal Mint. And it's really, really good. It's not scary per se, but there's a lot of action and it's a thriller, and I definitely would recommend that one as well. Like one episode and you're hooked kind of thing. And it's in Spanish, so you have to pay attention and read and everything, unless you speak Spanish, in which case you're good. And I'm jealous. Okay, the next one, Hotel Beau Séjour. It's supernatural horror. It's about a woman investigating her own murder. Ooh. It's like, if I were murdered, like, aren't you done then with life? Like, you just solving mysteries? I guess I would too.
What's that one where the girl keeps dying and waking up? It's kind of like a Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
It's like a guy with a baby face or something, like a mask.
Happy Death Day. Or Death Day to You. Happy Death Day.
Oh, there's 2 of them, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's Happy Death Day 2.
Right. Isn't she kind of...
investigating
her own murder?
Kind of, yeah. Much. But it's like Groundhog's Day meets Hotel Beau Séjour.
I don't know. But I like that movie. That one, I mean, it was corny and it was a B movie, but I liked it.
It was really good, yeah.
It was pretty good.
I mean, good enough they made a second one. Okay, number 12, Cam, which I've seen. I don't think you've seen it. It's really good. It's about a cam girl who finds herself replaced by a doppelganger. And so she basically gets like locked out of her cam account, can't log in, and then she realizes, hey, there's somebody, me, still doing the cam and everything, and kind of taking over her life in a way. And so it's really weird, and she's trying to figure out like what's going on. So that one I would recommend.
It's not a joke, Jim.
Michael!
Exactly. That one's good. Oh, there's so many. There's 16. Okay, 13, Black Summer. It's a zombie movie, and Stephen King liked it. The next one.
I wouldn't mind seeing that one. I mean, there's
it's a show, not a movie. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of zombie movies that I've seen on Netflix, and they're really bad.
He called it existential hell in the suburbs, stripped to the bone.
Got it. What's the next one?
The Stranger, which I did see. It's a British series. A family man who becomes embroiled in a series of dark secrets after a mysterious stranger tells him shocking truths about his wife. So his wife goes missing after some lady comes up and is like, your wife lied about ABC. And then his wife goes missing, so he's trying to find who's this person that came and told me this, and also where is my wife.
I think I've seen that one. That sounds familiar. I might have seen pieces while you were watching.
You probably saw pieces, because it's a series. It's really good.
Okay, last one.
No, 15. Pine Gap. He says it's a good one. No explosions, no fights. A little pushing around in the final episode. There are 6. Lots of geek speak. It ramps up the tension though, and the whodunit aspect is beautifully handled.
What's the next one?
Haunting of Hill House, which I wonder if these are in order 1 through 16 or just 16, because I feel like that should be up there because that one is awesome.
Did I see that one?
Yes,
Okay.
it's the one. It's the one where they're the 5 kids and they live in the house and it's haunted and there's all kinds of scary ghosts and then they grow up and it's
The
kind of
ET
like
kid is the
yes,
father. Yeah.
ET kid's the father.
Yeah. He's from San Antonio.
I remember. I
He got
remember you
arrested.
telling me that. Sorry, it shut down on us.
All right, guys. Well, so we gave you a list. Let us know in the comments what you think about the list, and how you feel about any of the movies if you've seen them or you're about to see them, and so we could do this little rate Stephen King's
Yeah, that'd be
top
fun.
16 Netflix shows.
Especially if you've seen the ones we haven't seen,
Yeah, exactly.
because I want to see them, but I want to know.
Right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully we'll catch you around for the next episode. You guys have a good one.
And bye, Stephen King. We love you.
Help me, Elliot. Tim Curry is freaking relentless.